So, very good afternoon to all of you. This is the 9th road show of the Ministry of Donor, and as you know, these road shows are organized to attract the investment in the northeastern region of the country, which is well connected with the state of West Bengal. So, today, in this 9th road show, we have on the stage Mr. Dharamveer Jha, Statistical Advisor, as well as JS M. Donor, Ministry of Donor. We have Ms. Sherry Langthangjo, Economic Advisor of NEC. We have Mr. Tunglut, Joint Director Donor. And last but not the least, we have Mr. Jaideep Gupta, Co-Chair FICCI, Assam State Council. So, the senior officials of M. Donor, Northeastern States, distinguished industry leaders, representatives from FICCI, Invest India, and ladies and gentlemen. It is truly an honor to stand before you today in Kolkata to Victoria Memorial. This city symbolizes the resilience, progress, and vision. Today, we are here not only to acknowledge its historical significance, but to highlight the immense industrial potential of both West Bengal and Northeast India. Two regions intricately linked through history, trade, and development. West Bengal has a long-standing industrial legacy, tracing back to the British era when Kolkata was the economic nerve center of India. The city was home to major industries such as jute, steel, coal, mining, and engineering, contributing significantly to India's early industrialization. The Hooghly Industrial Belt became a cornerstone of economic activity with flourishing jute mills, textile industries, and iron works. The Durgapur and Barnpur steel plants, along with the Haldia petrochemical complex, further solidified the state's industrial prowess. While West Bengal was industrializing, Northeast India remained a region rich in natural resources and biodiversity, yet largely focused on resource extraction rather than large-scale industrialization. The British introduced tea plantation in the state of Assam, coal mining in Meghalaya, oil exploration in Digboy, relying on West Bengal's excellent trade and logistic network to facilitate exports. Over the past decade, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, the Northeast has undergone a remarkable transformation. The number of operational airports in the region has grown from 9 in 2013 to 17 by 2023. 20 waterways, as mentioned by Dharamveer ji, are now active, with 19 added in the last 10 years, enhancing the connectivity. Under 10% GBS, an expenditure of rupees 5.74 lakh crores has been incurred by various central ministries, departments since the financial year 2014 and 15 till date. Honorable Prime Minister, and this data shows the commitment of our Honorable Prime Minister towards the Northeast. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has visited the Northeast region 60 to 70 times, which no PM has done so far. This is the kind of commitment he is having with this Northeast. Over 700 ministerial visits since 2014 underscores the government's strong commitment to the region's economic development. To further accelerate growth, the Uttar Purva Transformative Industrialization Scheme, Unnati, just the madam from the DPIIT has enlightened us about this scheme. This scheme has been introduced by DPIIT in collaboration with the states in the year 2024 with an investment of rupees 10,037 crore. This initiative aims to generate over 83,000 jobs, support MSMEs, and propel the region towards sustainable industrialization. I would like to specifically mention that Northeast states of India offer significant investment opportunities to oiling investors present here across various sectors. If we talk about Arunachal Pradesh, the hydropower, tourism, agriculture, horticulture. If we talk about Assam, oil and gas, tea, bamboo, petrochemicals, as well as tourism. Manipur is the hub of handlooms, handicrafts, food processing, bamboo, waste industries, as well as the IT. Meghalaya, you can invest in cement tourism, cement industry, tourism, agriculture, and horticulture. Mizoram, you can invest in bamboo, handloom, agro-processing, and tourism. Nagaland, agriculture, food processing, handloom, handicrafts, and tourism. Sikkim, organic farming, the first state of our country which transformed themselves into an organic state. Tourism, hydropower, as well as the pharmaceuticals. Tripura, good for rubber, bamboo, tourism, and as well as the IT. Each of these states is benefiting from India's Act East policy, improved connectivity, and government incentives for investment. West Bengal has long served as a gateway of Northeast India, facilitating trade, logistics, and industrial support. The Act East policy and the Northeast Industrial Development Scheme have further strengthened ties, ensuring seamless movement of goods, services, and capital. Kolkata's ports, railways, and roads are lifelines for northeastern exports, including tea, spices, handicrafts, and organic produce. With Kolkata's expertise in manufacturing, finance, and digital infrastructure, we can foster collaboration in sectors like renewable energy. The Northeast holds 40% of India's total hydropower potential, making it a key player in India's green energy transition. Tourism and hospitality, with locations like Taiwan, Cherrapunji, Majuli, Loktak Lake, ecotourism, adventure tourism, and medical tourism can be developed further. IT and digital economy, with a young tech-savvy population, Northeast India can become an IT and ITES hub, drawing investment from established centers like Kolkata. Agri and allied industries, leveraging expertise from the West Bengal, the Northeast can expand its export in organic tea, black rice, Lakadong turmeric, and exotic fruits. Sports and entertainment. With a rich sporting culture and artistic heritage, their region has immense potential for growth in sports, infrastructure, and creative industries. In conclusion, as we look ahead, it is clear that the industrial history of West Bengal and Northeast India is not just about the past, but about a shared future of collaboration and innovation. By leveraging each other's strengths, these two regions can become the cornerstone of India's economic transformation. Let us seize this opportunity to invest, innovate, and integrate, ensuring that both regions flourish as critical engines of India's growth. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, whose visionary leadership has paved the way for such transformative initiatives. As the Sanskrit verse beautifully expresses, Nayaswa Mula Uddagam. The meaning of this is the foundation of the progress is industry. Even in Bengal, we used to say that Banijye Vashati Lakshmi. Together, let us build a Viksit Bharat where prosperity and inclusivity define our journey ahead. Jai Hind, thank you, Jai Bharat.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। और आगे बढ़ते हुए नाउ आई लाइक टू टेक दिस मोमेंट एंड रिक्वेस्ट मिस शेरी लाल थंगजो, इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर, एनी